and weak side, offside type of backdoor cuts. But what did you want to do as far as your defense of keeping them from going over the top?
Keeping them what?
Keeping them from going over the top. You wanted them to play over the top.
Yeah, you know, LeBron's got, I think, 9 points, and only 2 of them were at the rim in transition. So, you know, as long as he's shooting over us and we're making it tough for him, that's all we got to do.
You said also the last time out that you wanted to rebound and run. What type of tempo do you want to play?
Yeah, tempo's not quite good enough. We're getting down there. We're making the extra pass, but we're probably overpassing a little bit. Got to look at the rim, too.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Cheryl, second quarter is underway. Good shooting first quarter for Miami. 11 of 18 from the field. And it is Lou Amundsen cutting it down to a 4-point Miami lead. Despite the poor shooting by the Pacers, they're right there down by 4. And Udonis Haslem on the floor for the first time, receiving an ovation from the crowd as he checked in at the start of this second quarter, coming off that strong game. Wade is fouled. Oh, it counts, and the foul. Wade flinging it up, throwing glass as he was hit by Amundsen.
No, Amundsen takes pride in his defense and his activity, but sometimes he can get a little too over-anxious. And you play against Dwayne Wade, you have to be ready for that pump fake. He makes it all the time, and if you jump, he's going to jump right into you, draw the foul, and that time he gets lucky and banks it off the glass.
Dwayne Wade talking about the game he had in Indianapolis, game 3, as he completes the three-point play, and speaking in general about some of his struggles in the series, saying the rim at times appeared to be the size of a Cheerio. And other games it opens up as if it's the ocean. Do you ever have that feeling, Steve?
No question. I usually use the word thimble instead of Cheerios.
And Dante Jones, who just came on and has not been getting the minutes in this series, able to hit the 3 to cut it to a 4-point Miami lead.
I'll tell you though, Marv, I really admire what Wade did in game 4. Just the misery of what he was facing the previous couple of games as he goes to the rim and gets fouled. And it's so difficult. Wade looks like he got hit pretty hard. But
his Hansbrough came over his back and made contact with the neck, and LeBron James was appealing to the officials, looking for a flagrant call.
I think the officials are discussing that right now. The crowd just saw the replay. You hear their reaction in the background. Eric Spoelstra with his hands up in the air, looking at the ref, saying, "Come on now." And let's see. They are going to call a flagrant 1. And yeah, absolutely. Unnecessary follow through with the hand from Hansbrough, raking Wade across his face.
Wade was shaken up and now makes his way to the free throw line. So 2 shots and possession off the call of the flagrant.
Well, I started to talk about the way Wade responded in game 4. Here you take a look at the rule. Unnecessary contact committed by a player. Flagrant 2 would be unnecessary and excessive. Arguably, that could have been a flagrant 2, the way Hansbrough went after him. But I just think, you know, the way you respond in the playoffs is so important. And Wade was criticized like he's never been criticized before after game 3. He went after his coach Spoelstra in the timeout. They got into the verbal exchange. He had a horrible game. He sort of dismissed the media, didn't really own up to everything that went on after the game. And then he had 2 days to stew about it. He got himself together and he responded with a terrific second half. And he's come out strong here again today. That was pretty nasty there from Hansbrough.
And you see the blood coming, looks like, right over the right eye. He took that cut.
Same spot as Haslem.
Yeah.
Maybe he could get one of these stickers that they've handed out to the crowd today. They've handed out Band-Aids to people in the crowd that say UD 40. And people have put them on their foreheads. There you see one right there. I think Wade needs one of those now.
The Heat marketing department getting right on it. Udonis taking 9 stitches and finished the game the other day with that large patch over his eye. Good sign for Miami because Udonis had not been shooting well this season. Just 18% first 3 games. Here's the play. Off the offensive foul. Took the elbow from Amundsen. And we see the cut is open.
They actually stitched it up after the game because they wouldn't have had time to get him back on the floor. Good thing for Miami as Wade scores again. But Haslam with those 4 big baskets at the end of game 4 all came after the cut.
8 points for Dwayne Wade. Miami up by 7 with 2 minutes gone by. Second quarter. Barbosa.
Get back. Gotta get back.
Wade putting a move on Dante Jones. Rebounded by Amundsen.
The problem with this smaller lineup, Mark, for Indiana as Collison gets fouled by Wade is it's very susceptible in transition because the guards are penetrating. Collison and Barbosa, they're trying to get all the way to the rim. If they miss, their guards are not in position to retreat defensively, and Hibbert and West are not around the rim to protect. So I think Frank Vogel doing the right thing here, getting David West back into the game. He needs to establish West and his scoring right away here in the second quarter.
That foul committed by Wade, his second. James Jones on Dante Jones. George with the back door for Hansbrough took a shot, and
that may be a flagrant too.
Yeah, it was Haslam taking out some of the frustration that he faced off the cut that was suffered the other night. And things are getting very physical.
Well, they've been physical throughout this series, but now it's getting ugly, Marv. And for Udonis Haslam, this is clearly payback. He just clubs with 2 hands, Hansbrough. The problem here, Marv, the crowd loves it, but if this is a flagrant 2, remember, Haslam is their best post shooter with Bosch out. He's the one that provided that spacing the other day in game 4. If he's kicked out, no Bosch, no Haslam, that is a major blow for Miami.
Well, they're saying it is a flagrant 1.
I think that's a flagrant 2. I mean, we saw the rules. We flashed the rules a little while ago. Excessive and unnecessary force. That's clearly excessive. I think because they called the flagrant 1 on Hansbrough, they just wanted to even it out.
And if you call a flagrant 1, it cannot be reviewed. You have to call it a flagrant 2 and then review it, and you can downgrade it to a flagrant 1. So they can't take a look at it on the replay. It can be looked at afterwards by the NBA office. Stu Jackson and company could look at it, and they could change it to a flagrant 2, but it's not going to affect this game.
No, but my guess is that both of these guys will be getting fined after everything is sorted out.
West putting a move on Anthony. That's his first field goal. He had missed his previous 5 shots.
Yeah, West 1 for 6, Hibbert 1 for 4. You know, the Pacers getting out rebounded to this point. All the areas that they need to win, they have not done so. And yet, they're only down 3.
Hansbrough going for the steal, and now the tie-up. West able to get to the ball with Haslam on the ground. It'll be a jump ball. Haslam was trying to call for time. And the timeout is awarded Miami. No clear indication whether it's a jump ball or a timeout. to advance to their second straight Western Conference Final.
Well, I can't wait for that series. But I'll tell you what, Marv, if I need a coach, I'm getting on the phone with Stan Van Gundy. I think he's one of the best in the league. I'm not sure if he wants to get right back into it, but if he does, he should have plenty of opportunities.
And I would think depends on what job might be available as West is able to score again. So after missing his first 5 shots, he's showing signs, and the Miami lead is down to 3.
Maybe Miami needs to get Battier back on him, because as soon as Joel Anthony and Haslam got on him, West started going to work.
Haslam rims out. Miller diving for that rebound, but not able to control.
But Marv, all in all, I think Indiana has to be thrilled. I mean, down 3, they've been out-rebounded. You know, Hibbert just 1 of 5. West has picked it up here with a few hoops, but you know, for the most part, Frank Vogel's team has not really established itself and its tempo. But Hibbert and West not in foul trouble. They're rested, and they have plenty of time to sort of put their mark on this game.
Shot clock to 5. Dante Jones. Back comes Chalmers. Haslam showing confidence in that shot. We were talking earlier with Eric Spoelstra how they changed Haslam's role in terms of the pick and roll, where he'll now pick and pop.
Well, all season long he's been a roller to the rim, because Chris Bosh has been the pop man. Usually with their 2 bigs, one pops out, one goes to the rim. But with Bosh out, Haslam has gone back to the pop man.
Whoa! Whoa! Hibbert with the shot clock running down, had to fire it up and hits a 3. Did not hit a 3-pointer during the regular season. A 10